The role of the physician is really changing. It's clear that physicians have a central role and should. One of the interesting changes we're seeing, particularly in primary care, as electronic medical records are adopted, is we're seeing that the role of the physician is going to become more like a quarterback who will actually have a lot of information and need to glean the patterns of information. The analogy might be, say, a financial planner. Your financial planner doesn't need to see every check you write, doesn't need to see every ATM withdrawal or every restaurant bill. But what they do need to see is overall what's your spending, what's your goals, how are your retirement savings, and the physician will start to play this quarterback role with the information. They will have information across all of their patients and then across an individual patient and start to get the pattern of the different acute episodic and then the chronic conditions and how they interact. So we're seeing that role change with physicians, and we're seeing them become much more about pattern recognition across the individual and across their patient populations. So in many ways, I think they'll become more powerful in terms of care for the individual and care for their population, but in some ways their power may be reduced within the overall healthcare system, as in fact the management has equal access to this swath of data. There'll be a separate challenge though, which is there'll be such a deluge of data. It'll be a real challenge to figure out how to extract the most value from that data. And so we're starting to see insurance companies, employers work together and say, how do we get the most efficient use of our dollars? We're seeing physicians start to say, how can I use that data to improve my population care? So we will see the power between the different groups change as the data produces transparency.